Part of our 2023 North Dakota Shrine Bowl player profile, joining us from Bismarck Legacy, that is Jaxon Kellogg. And Jaxon, for you to get nominated your senior season here to this particular event on the gridiron in North Dakota, what does it mean for you?
I mean, it means a lot. A lot of really good players have been nominated in the past and then have, went on to go play at the next level. And I'm just really excited to be a part of the next class, to go play in it.
And you mentioned me going to the next level. I see that sweatshirt in front of you there with Bemidji State. What made Bemidji
Yeah.
State just be the right fit for you to go from Bismarck to Bemidji coming up for NSIC football?
They just had like the way they recruited, they gave off the most like comfortable like recruiting staff. I really felt like that place was like home to me. Like just from the beginning of my recruitment, I was kind of like, oh, I feel like that's my home. And then I just ended up going there.
And to have not just you, but a couple of your teammates also nominated to this particular event, what does it say about the growth and maturation of Bismarck Legacy football over the last couple of years in Bismarck?
It says a lot. I mean, these guys have been grinding, working their butts off for the past few years. And, it means a lot for them to finally get a chance to go out there and show what they're capable of doing.
Is there anyone in particular, Jaxon, when you saw the 11-man West roster that came out, was there anyone in particular that you're excited outside of your teammates to have on your squad, so to speak, for a week of football?
Yes, Jackson Richter from St. Mary's. He's a good buddy of mine, and I'm really excited to be able to play on the same field as him.
And then as you kind of go from the high school to the college game from a football standpoint, is there anything that you're looking forward to gaining just, from a week of football against really good, talented kids across the state of North Dakota?
I'm just gonna trying to, you're playing against the best people of the state, just get as much competitiveness as you can, like you're playing against the best, see what you're capable of, just try to perform as best I can, while I'm there.
Favorite Bismarck Legacy memory of all time or favorite football memory of all time, Jaxon? What kind of comes to mind for you?
That has to be the BHS game last year at BHS on my junior season. I think I had like 10 or 11 tackles and like set the TFL record. And like that was a game where I kind of was like, oh, like I'm going to be a football player, I was like, I could be a football player, that kind of just, got that through my head. That's probably my favorite memory.
Take us through some words of advice for guys who want to be an all-conference player or someone who wants to play, an all-star game like this in North Dakota for future years for the next generation coming up. Jaxon, what would be some words of advice that you'd like to pass down?
Some words of advice would be to put in the work in the off season. Like we all hated it when we were younger. We all complained about it, all the time. We didn't want to do it. It's pointless. But like when the season comes around, all that off season work is really gonna, like separate you from everyone else, for the people that didn't put any work over the off season.
Final thing for you, Jaxon, before you let you go, superstitious, a certain music, a pregame meal, anything of that nature that you had to do before you got to kickoff on a Friday night?
Every football game, I would order a Ponchero's burrito bowl or a Qdoba burrito bowl at like 4 p.m. around that same time every single time. And, that was just the routine, and that got me right.
All right. So what's all in this particular burrito bowl? What are y'all putting in that thing?
Putting in double rice, double steak, black beans, the mild salsa, and the medium salsa, shredded cheese, and queso too. Can't forget the queso.
Awesome. I love it. I especially love the queso at the very end. Jaxon, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck moving forward at Bemidji State and here in the Shrine Bowl as well.
Yes, of course. I appreciate it. Thank you.